Tonight we have a story of appreciation and gratitude. WRAL's Julian was saved by Raleigh police from coming face to face with a wrong-way driver on the Beltline at night. His life and others could have changed in mere seconds.
Suddenly those cruisers formed almost a steel curtain and I couldn't go around them. And on top of that, they simply stopped. I'm aggravated, I'm frustrated, and I just want to go home. And I have no idea why we are at a standstill on a 3-lane highway with no accident in sight. But as I sit there, a white pickup truck headed the wrong way comes right into frame. And those officers positioned right in front of my bumper were the ones in harm's way. It was the wee hours of a
post has been reposted by Raleigh police and it is going viral. Tonight, we know police received several 911 calls reporting a white pickup truck traveling the wrong way on I-440 eastbound. Sean Robinson was arrested and charged with DWI.
Julian is here with us now. This really hits home for so many people who want to think about this and their families. Do you think you would be here today if Raleigh police had not been on the Beltline that night?
You know, that is such a great question, and I would only say it's only because of the grace of God that I am still here. Here's why I say that. We've all been on 440 before, right? You go down 440, it's pretty dark, you're driving along that path, and that's what happened. I'm going about 55 miles per hour. There's a car right beside me, and we're heading right in the direction of that wrong way driver. And if the officers did not step in, it would have been catastrophic.
Yeah, it's so dark.
Yeah, and there's vehicles behind us as well, too,
Right.
you have to think about as well.
Julian, what did you think was going on before you realized what was going on?
You know, I had no idea. In that moment, I'm thinking maybe this is like a stop and search to make sure there's no DWI drivers or no one's impaired or anything of that nature. That's what I'm processing. And then that happens. And as that happens, I'm just sitting there when the officers get out of their cars. And I'm a tough guy. I don't cry, right? But to tell you the truth, I felt pretty emotional because those officers, they pressed the gas. I mean, they got out of their cars. They stayed in harm's way. And I thought to myself, someone loves them. Someone's expecting them to come back home. And in that moment, they thought that my life and the life of others was more valuable than their own.
Did you have a chance to thank them that night, or is this your thank you to them?
No. I'm thanking them now. If they're seeing this, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I know there's a number of other drivers that would love to thank them, but they just did their job. After they got that driver out of the way, they let us go on about our evening.
And, you know, sadly, law enforcement can't always intercept a wrong-way driver, as we've seen in the past, and it ends tragically often. But this just illustrates the selflessness that comes with that position and that badge.
Absolutely. Like I said, they didn't flinch. They got out of their cars immediately. They formed that steel curtain, and I believe they saved a lot of lives that night.
And we're glad you're okay,
Yes,
for
appreciate
sure.
you.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that
Thanks,
story,
Julian.
too.
Thank you.
Thanks, Julian.